Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our chat this morning about curbside carryout pickup. We all know that Americans in this country love to go out and eat. And with the coronavirus, we've had to shift our modality a little bit about that. So we're here this morning to chat a little bit about best practices for curbside pickup. And we're here with Eric Bradley from the Scott County Health Department and Andy Swartz from the City of Moline. Health inspector, and I am Melissa Friedhoff-Rogers, director of Mercado. So yeah, if you guys want to just introduce yourselves and then we'll get started with a few questions.
I'm Andy Swartz. I'm the City of Moline Environmental Health Specialist, aka Health Inspector. We have a little over 400 food licenses here in Moline, and obviously a lot of restaurants and stuff. So I'll go out, do the inspections multiple times a year, at least try to, check for compliance and all that.
I'm Eric Bradley. I'm the Environmental Health County Manager. We have about 1,000 food licenses here in Scott County. We try and do them between once and twice a year.
Awesome. Okay, so we're just trying to gauge some feedback on carryout and curbside pickup and how we can be safest in these times of coronavirus and following recommendations from the FDA and the CDC. Would you say that curbside pickup is doing complete curbside is less dangerous than regular carryout?
Yeah, it's certainly a recommendation at this point. We're certainly going to encourage people to go that route. That way people don't come out of the cars, then maintain that social distancing. Certainly get as much information about the customer as possible, what their car license plate says, what their car looks like, take payment over the phone instead of handling cash and all that. Any way we can stop spreading germs as much as possible is going to be the best route for things to get back to normal sooner rather than later.
Okay. And would you guys say that it's still safe to get curbside food? Like, have you guys and your families still been doing some takeout in a safe way? What's your opinion about that?
Yeah, it's still safe. I did some just on Friday night. Put over to the restaurant. We'd already ordered, paid online. They came out, gave us the food, and that was it. Just basically follow the recommendations of all the public health and the CDC. Once you get home, wash your hands, unpackage everything, wash your hands again before you actually touch the food.
Mm-hmm. Great, that's great. It's comforting to hear that you guys are doing that. I've been doing that. I did takeout twice this last weekend, and same thing. So you are seeing restaurants that are adjusting already to these new ways of keeping people safe.
Oh, absolutely. I've gotten takeout a couple times here in the last couple weeks, trying to support businesses in our area and stuff. I feel like it's safe. So far, the FDA, CDC are not saying that this can be transmitted via food. It's more of a respiratory thing. It's not like noro or Hep A where it can transfer through food and stuff. Obviously this could change, but so far the health evidence shows that it can't be spread by food. Certainly, support our local businesses and everything. I feel safe when I eat out. Hopefully everybody else does too.
So to your knowledge, just on the most up-to-date information, there have not been any cases of transmission of COVID-19 through food, as far as we know.
There is not.
Okay, great. What would you say, you kind of touched on it a little bit. Could you just talk about some of the best practices that restaurants can kind of put into play to keep their staff and customers safe during this time of COVID-19?
The most important ones are the ones they should be doing all the time. Practicing good personal hygiene, which would include frequent hand washing. If they touch their face or touch their apron or any of their clothes, they need to wash their hands. If they're sick, they need to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
Also recommended now that you got the social distancing, even wearing a mask, which is more to keep you from making other people sick versus you protecting yourself. But They also need to be monitoring their employees, having them monitor their temperature daily. We do that here. before we even start work, we come in, we get our temperature taken.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Do you have anything to add to that, Andy?
Not really. You know, again, it's just a lot of things we should be doing or things we should be doing anyways. Wash your hands, 20 seconds, multiple times, frequently, especially after changing tasks. Glove use, certainly a requirement with ready-to-eat foods. Change gloves when you change tasks. Obviously hot and cold foods, hot foods 135 or above, cold foods 41 or below. A lot of things we should be doing anyways. Keep yourself clean, keep your facility clean, sanitized, disinfected. There's multiple things on the CDC and EPA websites show what sanitizers and disinfectants are effective against COVID-19. Just keep doing the things we should be doing anyways.
Okay, awesome. And for consumers, for customers going out to places and doing curbside, like true curbside, are there a couple tips you guys could give for families to stay safe when they are going out to pick up food?
I would suggest having some hand sanitizers with you, so when they give you the food packaging through the window, you sit it down, then you sanitize your hands before you actually then touch the steering wheel. Probably even once you get home, after you've ate, go back out, maybe even wipe down the steering wheel, anything you would have touched, just for safety.
Yeah, definitely use hand sanitizer when you're in the car. Once you get home, unpackage the food, put it on your own plates in the kitchen or wherever you're at. That way, if it does happen to be on the surface of the packaging, you've eliminated that risk. Wash your hands as soon as you get home. Wash your hands after unpacking the food and beginning your meal. And certainly wash your hands after the meal as well.
And really try probably to do that payment over the phone, so you're not interacting with the cash and change and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
Would be true too?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Are there any COVID-19 updates from ServSafe or from the FDA or anything with the food code that you would like to share at this time?
CDC just issued recent guidelines about mask use. A surgical mask or N95 is not necessary, but any kind of homemade mask you have or a scarf just help transmission from asymptomatic individuals. National Restaurant Association releases daily updates on COVID-19 on their website. That's www.restaurant.org, or you can go to your local health department or your CDC website for more up-to-date information.
So is that recommendations for mask use for restaurant employees too?
I do not know if they're going that far, but I know
okay.
Basically they're saying you should wear it when you're out. So
yeah,
I'm thinking a lot of places are probably going to start implementing that just for.
So general population, the latest update is that when we're going out of our homes, we should be wearing at least a cloth mask
Right.
at this point. Yeah, I did read that too.
Yeah, I believe that came out Friday or Saturday. Certainly I would encourage the restaurant staff to be doing that at this point. Anything that each individual can do can hopefully help us get back to normal as soon as possible.
Right.
I would certainly encourage it. If you got a cloth mask, make sure you wash that, the washing machine, let it dry, detergent, all that stuff, and then you come back to work the next day, certainly it's clean. I would certainly go, make multiple masks. That way you can interchange those each day if you have your own cloth mask.
Okay, awesome. Good advice. Okay, well, those are most of the questions that I had. Is there any other general information or tips that you guys would like to share at this time?
I would just say just stay home whenever possible. That's going to be the key to getting this over with. Don't gather individuals outside your household, even relatives. Try to keep less than 10 people in your establishment at any time if you are allowing people to come in for carry out. Even if they can stay the 6 feet away, it's best to keep it under 10.
Okay.
Yeah, certainly want to emphasize the social distancing aspect, especially if you're a takeout facility, because you're going to be responsible for doing that. Just keep doing the same things we should be doing anyways. Wash your hands. Don't come to work sick. Keep keep your facility clean, sanitized, disinfected. Obviously practice good food handling. Glove use, certainly a requirement, especially on the ready-to-eat foods. Change gloves when necessary. Wash hands before changing gloves. All that kind of stuff.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for being with us today and answering these questions. We want to try to support our local restaurants as best we can, because when we can go out again to eat, we want them all to be there. And so thank you for being a part of this morning and getting this information out to the Quad Cities. We really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll check in with you soon and see if there's any updates.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.